Hello, my name is Mark and this is Mark My Words. So if you're new here, I normally do vlog style videos from my life in Poland, living in Poland as an Englishman. So if you like that kind of thing or you find it interesting, then please do consider subscribing. That would be really helpful to me and help the channel out a lot. Anyway, today, what am I doing today? Today I am going to talk about how to get a job in Poland, mainly for EU citizens or British people, because that's me and that's what I have got some knowledge in or some experience in. So I'm not trying to say that I know everything about this. What I'm trying to do is just talk about my experience of how I got a job in Poland. I'm going to go over some of the top websites where you can search for jobs, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about my perception of the job market in Poland. I could be completely wrong about the job market, and I'm only talking about the Tri-City area, Gdansk, Gdynia, Sopot, up on the Baltic coast, because that's where I have the experience. I've never lived anywhere else in Poland, so I can't really comment on the job market in Warsaw, for example. But the websites I'm going to provide you with at the end, they do have jobs right across Poland, so wherever you're moving to in the country, you will find some positions there. Okay, so let's talk about the job market in Poland. So if you're British and you're thinking, right, that's it, I'm moving to Poland, sick of this Brexit stuff, then you might be thinking, well, what can I do in Poland? What kind of jobs should I go for? Now, if your background is in IT, programming, development, web development, anything what I would call tech stuff, then you're in quite a lucky position. Poland is huge at the moment for developers, both across web developers, game developers. Some of the biggest games manufacturers or programmers in the world are based in Poland, and that the job market for games and development and web development, IT stuff, all that kind of stuff is huge. You're probably in a very lucky position. You can practically walk into a job. They're always advertising. They always need more people. So it's a great position to be in, and it's very good money as well. Potentially even what you could earn back in the UK or in your country where you've come from. If you don't have any sort of qualifications like that, or you have any experience like that, then you're in the same position as what I was in. So when I first came to Poland, the only thing I'd ever done in my life was a lot of sales and a lot of retail management, mainly sales retail. So that was quite a strange thing to come to Poland with, because I couldn't speak any Polish either. So it's not like I'm going to walk into a retail job in Poland, because I wouldn't be able to sell anything as I don't speak or didn't speak the language at all. So if you're in that position right now, you're sitting watching this and you're thinking, well, I've got no experience in pretty much anything. I've worked in call centers or customer support, or you've done odd jobs here and there. Maybe you've done some labouring jobs, so you've got some skills, but what can you do in Poland with those skills? So I'm going to try and help out a little bit, because I know there's quite a few videos on YouTube about how to get a job in Poland, and they talk about spending years learning Polish and going to university and getting degrees. To be honest, in my view, it's a load of bollocks. Just come now, come straight away and get yourself a job. You may not be able to demand salaries or have a big choice of positions, but you can still come and make a life here. I never moved to Poland to develop my career or to earn lots of money. I knew that wasn't probably not an option for me, especially with my lack of experience in anything I could do here. I came to Poland to have a better life, a better work-life balance, and just a better overall, just a better country, if you know what I mean. So when I came to Poland, I didn't have any of these qualifications in IT or anything like that. I did start on a very low salary, doing customer support for an international company, and I worked my way up in that company, and now I earn a lot more, but still I could earn loads more in England, but I am a lot happier here, so it's not about the money for me. So yeah, let's just jump back. I'm going all over here. I'm going to put links to websites below where you can search for these jobs, and I'm also going to put on a few little comments about each website once I finish talking. Recruitment here, recruitment. So let's just say you've started applying for some jobs, you're still sitting in the UK, and you get a couple of emails to say you've got a video interview, something like that. What you might notice when you're applying for jobs on some of the websites that I send you, they do not advertise the salary for that position, and I kind of find that it's not very transparent, the recruitment process in a lot of businesses that I have experience with, or friends or colleagues have had experience with in the past in Poland. They kind of don't give much away. They don't tell you what the salary is. Sometimes they don't even tell you what type of contract they're going to offer you or how long the contract is. There's one job site or a couple of job sites that's starting to change that. Again, I'll put the links in the description so you can check them out. But they do advertise all the salaries, which is great, especially when you might need a minimum amount of money to pay your rent. So you need to know how much you're going to get paid and whether it's worth applying for that position. Recruitment, yeah, contract. I know I just mentioned something about contracts. Again, loads of videos on YouTube talking about the difference of different types of contracts in Poland. There is a few of them. You can research them. I'm not going to spend time explaining them, but when you're looking at jobs, I would say, or in my opinion, go for two types of contract. One's a contract of employment, or as I call it, a standard contract, kind of like what you would be used to in the UK, where you get paid each month, they take your tax and all your deductions off, and then they send you the money to your bank account, and you get some holidays, just a standard contract. And then there's another one that I would also say that it's worth considering, which is a business-to-business contract. And it's kind of like you're being self-employed and you're kind of a contractor, but all you have to do in that one is take care of your own tax and what equivalent of national insurance here, which is Zeus. That's good because sometimes you can negotiate better terms if you're on a business-to-business contract. But again, I am no expert in business-to-business contracts or contracts across the Polish labour law, at all. So yeah, let's go to talk about the website. So I've listed like 5 websites. I'm going to run them in a little clip in a minute, and you can take a look through them. And what I would do is, in my opinion, is jump on these sites, start applying for jobs, apply for, if you were in the big market as I talked about before, the tech industry, then there's lots of jobs listed for that. If you're not, then look at some of the international companies. Some of the big worldwide companies are based here, not just in Gdansk or Tri-City, but across the country, Warsaw, Wrocław, many places. There's international companies. You'll start seeing the adverts for them. One tip I would give is then go onto their own websites direct. So for example, if you were looking at a company and you saw their logo, the company, jump on their own website and then have a look at what positions are available, and just send them your CV and just say you're looking for a position in Poland. What have they got available? That's definitely the best way to start. I do mention LinkedIn in the list of websites. LinkedIn's quite big in Poland now. It's a great way to connect to recruiters and anybody else who might be able to offer you a job or advise you. And you can also set up specific job searches on there, so you could put a specific location. And then, for example, in the past when I was looking for a job, I used to just put English in the keyword and then location Gdansk, and then every day they would email me all the jobs that had that keyword in. Very vague keyword English, and obviously I got a lot of things coming back. But that brings me on to, does it matter if you don't speak Polish? It'll probably hinder you a little bit. There's some jobs you won't be able to apply for because you need Polish to work there. But in my experience, I've always applied for jobs where I don't speak Polish, or you don't have to speak Polish, because I don't speak Polish. I speak a lot more than I used to. Obviously, I'm picking things up, but I would never say that I can speak the language at all. So it hasn't ever really stopped me from getting a job here, and it shouldn't stop anybody else. Please don't let that put you off. I know a lot of people do say you must speak fluent Polish to come and live and work here. It's not true. It depends on what kind of lifestyle you want and what kind of job you need. But Most of the international companies are all English speaking within the offices or within working from home now. And then that brings me on to something else. There's another option. The world has changed a lot recently, so you can work remotely for many companies. So consider looking for remote work and then move to Poland while doing your remote work, whatever that may be. But please do consider that you will need to pay your taxes, excuse me, in Poland if you're going to be living here. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at the salaries and how much you're going to be paid. And I think that's about it. I'll run a little infographic now about the websites that I kind of recommend for looking for jobs. And if you do have any questions or you've got any comments, then just leave them down below in the I'm not very good today with my words, in the comment box below. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Next time again, we'll be back to the normal style vlogs and we're going to go out somewhere and see something. So yeah, catch you soon. Thanks very much.